so Manychat training. And we're also going to talk about something that I talked about. I met with a couple girls today because I have a couple girls in Calgary, which is really cool, getting like more local people. And I was just really talking about the long-term vision. And I want to go back to that. And for those of you that have heard me talk about this, yes, you're going to hear it again, because really when I'm struggling in any way in my business or my life, this is what I go back to every single time. And I want you guys to be able to understand how important it is to take a step back and really look what we're doing here. Okay, so let's dive right in. Let's get going. So first off, let's talk about Manychat. How many of you on this call? So there are 10 whopping people, and every single one of you, 10 people, are amazing for being here. How many of you have Manychat set up? Can you just put in the chat who actually has it set up? And if you don't have it set up, I want to know why you don't have it set up. Just be honest. So I want to see 10 comments. Yes, me, yes. Just started to set up but didn't finish it. Yeah, Christy, we just talked about that today, so you're off the hook. I have it set up, but I'm not using it actively enough. Yes, I started it, but not using it yet. Don't know how. I've never heard of it until your post. Yes. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still some people that haven't responded. So the last 2 of you that have not responded on if you're using Manychat or not, why? Okay. So, as far as not using it, are you just not broadcasting? Because the main purpose, so the reason a lot of people don't have Manychat set up. So Manychat is, and hey Shane, Manychat is an autoresponder. That is what, it's a bot basically. And that's what freaks people out, because they're like, I don't want a computer talking to my people. But I only use it, so I have an ad cranking right now. And this is the thing, you guys, people are like, well, I'll just wait till I get an ad going. Well, then it's too late. Like, you can't just pick up right then. You've already lost the opportunity to speak to so many people. So what Manychat is yes, it's an autoresponder, but you don't have to set it up as such. You do not have to set it up so that it auto-responds to people. And I'm going to actually share my screen and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I use it and why I use it. What I do once a week on Wednesdays. This Wednesday I missed, and that was really, I kind of feel bad about it because I've been religious every Wednesday for probably 2 months now. And for every probably 3 to 4 posts I send out, I usually send out like my own like quotes and stuff. And then I'll like write a nice post. Are any of you on my Manychat subscription? Have any of you guys seen what I send out? If you haven't, I'll show you some of the things that I've sent out to today. No. I will show you guys. You guys want to see what it looks like when I send out these broadcasts? Because I can do that too. I can show you. Yes. Joanne, so I haven't seen anything yet. Yes. Okay. So Kelsey, thank you for being active. And Christy and Christina, Amy, okay, good. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's get into this. So the reason we use Manychat, think of it like this. Anytime somebody comments on one of your ads, they basically get put into, they've automatically subscribed to your bot. And so that means that they technically haven't really said, yes, I want you to message me. So when you do message them, give them an opportunity to unsubscribe. Because if you don't, even if you don't once, people get super duper angry, like really mad. Like I've had close to death threats actually. So it's crazy. People get crazy, but just give them the opportunity to unsubscribe and then you're fine. So I'm going to share my screen here. Somebody's not muted. So if you're not muted, could you please just check yourself? Check yourself. And all right. Okay. So perfect. So this is what my Manychat looks like. You're gonna log in. See, I have 696 active subscribers. So this means people that actually are either responding or they're not unsubscribing. They're reading my stuff. So that's, I just gotta move this over here. Okay. All right. So there's really only a few things that you need to look at when you get into Manychat. The first thing is when you're going into growth tools and broadcasting. Really the only two things that I use. So growth tools is an opportunity to message people. So you do have to pay for Manychat once you've used more than X amount of broadcasting. So you're going to end up paying for it. It's like, I think it's like $10 a month or something. It's really nothing. And it's worth it because every single time I send out a Manychat broadcast, somebody buys. So guess what? It's paid for. That's 3 months paid for from one buyer. So it'll show your conversion, 63.5%, way, way, way higher than emails. If you have a 29% conversion on your emails, you're doing well. So I'm getting like double that, which is really good. So say I want to send out a broadcast, or sorry, a growth tool. This is where you actually connect posts to your bot. So basically the way you have to set it up is if you're doing an ad, which is when I do it, I will take, you click on Facebook comments. Don't ask me what anything else is in here. This is the only thing I use, okay? I'm not a Manychat professional. If you want to get Manychat professionalism, go to the event because David is going to talk about it. But, so then you get to select a post. So what it's going to do is it's going to pull up the last few posts on my Instagram or my Facebook, and I can link a post to it. So maybe, yeah, these are all old, but normally I would pick one. I mean, I'll just pick one for, this one actually did good. I'll pick this one. I select it. So you select it. I confirm the selected post is explicit, that this page is blah, blah, blah. Click on that. I don't track first level comments only unless if it's an ad. If it's something else, I do that because basically what it's going to do is every time someone comments under someone else's comment, it's going to send it to them. Whereas on an ad, generally, but what can happen on an ad is if you do a post, like people will comment like on other people's posts. So I don't click on this. Exclude comments with this keyword. So spam or pyramid, scam, scammer, bullshit for fun, right? But also if you have a call to action, say my call to action is me or I'm in, you can do that. But sometimes people don't follow directions. So if you tell them to comment me and they comment, yes, please, it's not going to message them. So pay attention to that. And so like I said, you do not have to have an auto response, but I do because of my ad going really hardcore right now. It's going to message someone within 5 minutes of them commenting. Then by the time I get to my phone, usually within a few hours after that, I can finish up the conversation. So it says, hey, so-and-so, can I help you with something? Just write down a reply and I'll get in touch soon. That is not what I would write. What I actually would write, and because we're on a team training, I will tell you exactly what I write. And this is actually compliments of Melissa. I traded up what I write recently. Actually, so I'll also show you. So, hey, so-and-so, thanks for connecting. I'm happy to grab you more info. What has you interested in starting?
Creating.
Yeah, I know yours is different. You want me to do yours? Okay, I'll do yours. Okay,
I thought you were trying to think of a word.
I'll do Melissa's. Okay, so
no, do whatever you want.
No, I do. So thanks for reaching out. I'm happy to provide more info. So hers says, thanks for reaching out. I'm happy to provide more info. I'd love to help. So she said, so what Melissa does. And this is actually what I'm using right now. And it actually does work really well. Thanks, Melissa.
Yeah, I've been switching them back and forth. I have two. I have that longer one and I have a way shorter one.
Yeah, so that was, I'm the same. So I do the exact same as Mel. So I have this one, and then I have another one where I literally just say, hey, so-and-so, thanks for connecting. I'm happy to grab you my ebook, because that's what I tell them that I will get them. And I'll say, but first, are you okay with me asking you a couple questions? Are you interested or what has you interested in creating a business online or generating income online? That's it. It's like short and sweet. This one's good though. I'll share this with you. I'd love to help you find a life of more. Oh, maybe I should just tell you guys this. Somebody take notes and write this down. Find a life. Because I can't type. See? It's not happening. It's a new keyboard. More. Oh my God. Freedom and abundance. Yes, I know I spelled it wrong. What has you currently interested in creating an income online? Let me know and we can chat further about what I do. Cheers. That's what it says. So for anybody that wrote that down in their notes, please type it in the chat because this is a waste of your guys' time watching me not be able to type. So then from there, go into opt-in actions. Don't send opt-in message. Don't ever have that always clicked. Okay, so you can save and activate. Up here on the right-hand side, it says draft, save. So this is for linking it to a post. Now, you do not have to set that up. You don't have to, oh, and here I didn't show you this. So when user leaves a comment, send message after. I set this for 5 minutes. Because I don't want it sending right away because then clearly they're like, there's no way that you sent that fast. So I send it in 5 minutes, okay? So this is how you set up your growth tools. So this is if you are linked to a post. So this is for an autoresponder, okay? You guys understand that? For just setting it up, there is a training in Abundance Unleashed to just get it set up. And I'm not gonna go through that right now. All you have to do is type in the search bar, Manychat, and Melanie did a post, and in there was a link to it. It's like literally like the first like 5-10 minutes you can rip through, but when you see them starting to set it up and get into Manychat, you can do that. Okay, so this is the one purpose. The other way is just to set it up, and it will just capture people literally as they. Okay, I don't want to save anyways. Okay, so the other thing is broadcasting. So I'm going to show you some of the ones I sent out. So the last one I sent out was on the 18th of July. This was what I sent out. I love Wednesdays. I get so many amazing responses from these messages. I love connecting with you and hearing what you're looking to create in your life. So thank you for sharing and shining your light in your dreams. One of the most valuable things I've learned in the last 12 months is being able to have a bird's eye view, taking a step back from the craziest of emotions, stress, and life, and committing to only the emotions that serve us as entrepreneurs, which are trust, joy, calm, and anticipation that something wonderful is about to happen. All other emotions will not serve you to get closer to the change that will improve your life. Please unsubscribe. See how I have that button? It's right there. So if they want to, they can click it. 2% of people unsubscribed from this. That's really good. Really good. So that means like 2 people out of a lot. I don't know. Whatever. You guys do the math. I'm not a mathematician. I'm traveling again for work, and even though leaving my family was at a challenge and costs, I use my positive emotions with certainty, knowing why I'm on the right track. Here's a picture we took at the beach we were at yesterday. It was unreal. I want to share a gift, blah, 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 blah. So there's no sales here whatsoever. This one did awesome. People loved it. And I get so many responses from people. It delivered to 94. It got opened by 480 out of 639 people. That's really good. Okay. So I'll just show you a couple other ones that I've sent out. Believe in self-love. This was another one. It's a lot shorter. Did a little quote. I was going to try and show you guys one where there was a sale. Oh, here. So this one was a little bit more salesy. Did you know that over 75% of the blah, blah, blah. Last night, Melissa and I went live. For those of you who didn't get a chance to watch it, comment replay and I'll send you the link. So this is 1 out of probably 6 weeks or 5 weeks that I sent posts. So you guys are getting the feel of what I'm doing here, right? Like I'm literally sharing a piece of my heart, but I'm also sharing some tangible information that can not only help them personally, but now professionally, right? So this is how, when you do get into broadcasting, all you have to do, it's very easy. But this is why I want you guys to get this set up, because if you don't have people that have subscribed, you can't do this kind of stuff, right? So you'd go new, very easy, text image. You can add an image. You can add your text. It will only allow you to do so much for text. So sometimes you have to do it in a couple. And then say you add a button. This is where you would click your unsubscribe. So because it hurts my feelings when people unsubscribe, I always put please first. I don't know. It makes me feel better about myself for some reason if I put please. Because when you send it out, you're going to see a lot of people. They're going to be clicking it like unsubscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. So it actually hurt my feelings for so long because I was like, nobody likes me. I obviously cared too much what people thought. But when I put the please in there, it made me feel better. So be prepared that a lot of people are going to unsubscribe. So you're going to see that word a lot. What's going to make you feel good when they're doing it? Please unsubscribe. And then you go down to action. And it says, I hope I'm recording this. Oh, dear. Might not be. Unsubscribe from bot right there. So you click on that. And then the button's complete. So that's what I do. All right. So any question? And I'll show you. I want to show you guys. I'll show you kind of what it looks like on the other end when you're sending these. Inbox. Oh, I thought for a minute that said Courtney Witherspoon or Reese Witherspoon, but it's a Courtney. I deleted them all. So the one thing is, when you send them out, you send out this broadcast, all those messages to those 600 people or whatever are going to show up in your inbox. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So just a little tip. When you guys do send them out, make sure that you've responded to everybody in your inbox, because what's going to happen is if you have any unread messages, it's going to send that message to them, and then it's going to show that it's already been read, and you might miss it. I was going to maybe show you guys what it kind of looked like. Oh, so here we go. So here's, Corey's getting my messages. So this is what it looks like, right? Somebody Corey just wanted the subscription. So this is what it looks like. You can see when they read it. Boom. Okay. One thing I didn't show you guys, and I kind of did want to show you this, is, what was I just talking about? Your growth tools. Oh, okay. So broadcasting. So when you do send these out, this is another cool thing, is when you do send these out, say I want to do a broadcast. Okay, let's do a new one to make sure I don't actually send it. But what I want to show you guys is preview. Go next. Okay, so this is cool. Oh no. Oh, I got it in my messenger. Okay, I bet that obviously is what happened when you preview it. Sends it to yourself. But I sent that to everybody. That would have been bad, but I didn't. So the cool thing is you can actually do targeting. So opted in through, or sorry, no, wait, no. Subscription broadcast. Where is it? Yeah, it's right here. Condition. So what I normally do, why is it not showing me? So basically what I'm trying to show you is you can set up a condition where people that have just subscribed, like within, like, so if you know, like you have a bunch of people you haven't talked to in the last 2 days that have responded, you can actually make it so it doesn't send to those people. So I always send mine as subscription broadcast because then it goes to everybody. It's not showing me. Oh, subscribed. Thank you. So what you can do is you can actually pick people that have subscribed in a certain period of time. So say I'm doing a launch, right? And I'm only speaking to, and I know that the only people that have probably clicked on my stuff in the last 3 days are people that are interested in the launch. And I only want to send out a message to those people regarding the launch. You can actually select the dates of the people that have opted into your sequence. So that's really helpful. So this is a little kind of cool little trick. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. It's kind of a little mini Manychat training. Oh, I'm loopy tonight, kind of. Hope you guys are, it's kind of weird. I feel like I haven't done a Zoom for a long time. I feel like I'm kind of talking to myself, but, oh, lots of comments here. So I'd love to help you find a life with more freedom. Okay, so Christy posted it. Thank you, Christy. And Chelsea. Do you always attach a growth? Absolutely. Every single time, Kate, my growth tools are attached to my ads, 100% of the time, because I know that it's going to go eventually. And when it does, I want those people on my list. Start doing this. Absolutely start doing it, Mel. So you're broadcasting the post that you put on your page. No, I actually don't. Okay, so I am not a fan of sharing content over all platforms. If you guys are following my stuff, the only place I actually usually duplicate stuff is on my personal Instagram and my personal Facebook page. Mainly because by then I've done something on my business Instagram, and I've done something on my business page, and then Instagram, and I just don't want to post on 4 different platforms. I actually do Manychat posts specifically for Manychat broadcasts. So they are specifically designed. Like if I make a little meme or something, yeah, I'll post that, and I'll post it in the group sometimes. But the content that I write, actually, it's not just the meme that helps people. It's actually what I write in regards to that meme or whatever. Does that answer your question, Christy? So I do kind of create something specifically every Wednesday, once a week. I send out a broadcast and on my Manychat to those 700 people. And even though I lose a few, I'm always gaining some at the same time too. So I kind of find I've been sitting at 700 for a while now. I would like that to grow a little bit more. But like I said, I've only really been doing regular broadcasts for 2 months. And it's really fun, actually. Also, thank you. I've been wanting to only send 1 response for the first comment, and now I know how. Perfect. There you go. If you say please, it sounds like you want them to unsubscribe. I've actually had somebody say that. However, I rarely get unsubscribers, like at all. Please unsubscribe. I actually had one girl, she was like, I really don't want to unsubscribe, so can you please stop telling me to unsubscribe? And I was like, well, the problem is legally I have to tell you to unsubscribe if you want. So please unsubscribe. I tried putting me in the end. I do appreciate your feedback, Shane. However, I don't get a lot of unsubscribes. But when I had unsubscribed, like I did just do unsubscribe, and I felt like I couldn't handle the amount of unsubscribes I had. So I don't know. I think there's a part of it that people almost are like, wow, she's being nice. I don't really want to unsubscribe because it says please. So I think it could go both ways. I think for a guy, having a guy's perspective on that is very interesting, actually. Maybe I should see if my unsubscribers are mostly men. Thanks for your feedback, Shane. I appreciate that. I got to go. I really hope this is recording because it's awesome. Yeah, I should check. Oh, it is recording. It is, yeah. This is awesome. I started going through Manychat training but didn't bother. I'll go through it tomorrow. That's a good thing. Reverse psychology. Haha. Yes, good at that. Okay, so I don't want to keep you guys too long because I do know some of you might have been on Mal's training as well. But I'm going to kind of, Christy, I know you're here tonight, so it's going to be a little bit redundant. But I do really want to share something that I shared with the girls today that I met. And what it is about, you guys, really is having that 40,000 foot view. And I talked to Shane about this actually a little bit on the phone the other day as well. So this is the thing, is one of the reasons that I went over and started doing my trainings on YouTube, which is what I'm going to be doing with this video as well. I'll be taking it, putting it on YouTube and sharing it with the world, because I want to be able to share as much as I can to be able to build our lists. List building is key. So the very first thing we're going to teach you how to do is to drive traffic, to create attraction marketing. So get traffic towards you. It is your job to keep them. It is your job to create value for them so that in turn, down the line, when you do give them your offer, they're going to be stoked about it because they know you're awesome, because they've seen your growth, right? Be in it for others. So everything that you learn, share. Everything that you grow with, share, because what people are going to buy is going to be your transformation. That is what people are buying. They're not buying, like, I buy, and that's why income claims work, because what are income claims? They're transformation. Everything is transformation. That's what people are buying. So in order for you to sell anything, what's your transformation? What have you done to grow? Who are you now that is different from when you were before? So the thing is if it's not working for you, it's because your transformation isn't powerful enough. Does that make sense to you guys? You have to go through the transformation and you have to come out a winner. And in order to do that, you have to be active. The highs, the lows, and the lows, don't spend too much time on those. You want to have, and I've talked about this before, but when you have the lows, you want to actually share the outcome and when you've had solution. So the transformation is what people are going to buy, and they're going to see that over time, because transformation doesn't happen overnight. And that is why you have to be committed to be doing it for a long period of time. The reason you're here is because you're different. You are somebody that didn't want to just spend $10 and buy some product or have a free sign up and start selling it to people. You're someone that went in for a high ticket offer. You're a high ticket buyer, which means you see high ticket opportunity. When you see high ticket opportunity, you're different. And that's because you at one point knew that this was something that you were going to do long term. If that's changed for you at some point, it has nothing to do with whether things have worked or not. It's because you don't have faith in your transformation. You don't have faith that you can do it. You don't have faith because you haven't found the answers. So go find the answers. Figure it out, sort it out, start following different people. Who I follow is going to be different who you follow. It's not all personal development. You guys need to be having personal development, and the technical stuff, both at the same time. If you're doing one or the other, you're never going to get anywhere. You got to have both. I've talked to you guys about Sunny Lenarduzzi. She's a girl on YouTube. She has a lot of free content. Like, find people like that. They're going to give you free shit, right? And follow them and listen to them. And speed. Okay, let's talk about speed. Money loves speed. This is why we talk about implementing, right? This is why when you do anything that you do in this business, if you do it quickly, you will win. Bottom line, let's keep it simple. That is why trainings, implementing. So every single person that's on this call tonight, I want to know that every single one of you that hasn't had Manychat set up has it set up. And for those of you that haven't set it up and aren't using it in the way that I talked about, every single person on this call that goes and implements Manychat training is 100 steps ahead than everybody else on this training that did. Money loves speed. Every single area of your life, implement, do it. Just go for it. Don't think about it. Do it. So that is it. A lot. We were taught at a very young age to slow down because we would get hurt. We were taught to back off because it meant that we weren't thinking. It's not true. Yes, there is. Sunny Lenarduzzi is her name. That poor book. It is in bad shape. I've used it a lot. And another thing, if you're ever shooting a go live or something, don't ever read the comments. It is a terrible idea. And don't ever say hi to anybody. I actually have done it so much that I actually can do it. Very few people can actually say hi and jump right back in to what they were talking about. Don't look at the comments. Don't worry about people. They're not going to jump off because you didn't say hi to them. And if they did, it's not a big deal. So money loves speed. You want to be able to constantly in your business be going forward. Keep your emotions out of it. Keep your freaking brain out of it and just go for it. If I tell you to do it, it's because it works. I don't tell you guys to do anything that I haven't tested that I don't know works. So Manychat works. I know it does. I know because guess who I got that from? Colin, David, two of the top people in the community are getting all their buyers from Manychat. So they told me about it. That's why I've been sending them once a week for 2 months, because they told me about it 2 months ago. So I'm an implementer. Be an implementer. Take something that I teach you tonight and go and do it. That is how you get ahead. Imagine if every single training, which is Monday night Balaj, Tuesday night Brian, Wednesday night Travis, Thursday night now me and Mel, 4 nights a week. Imagine if 4 nights a week, 4 days a week, you implemented something new in your business. How many of you, be honest, are implementing 4 brand new things a week in your business? Nope. Guilty. Can't say I am. Ha, perfect. Great. So now guess what you're going to do? You're going to implement. And how long is it going to last? This is the other thing. So people go and they try it and they'll do it for like a couple weeks and be like, Shauna doesn't know what you're talking about. It didn't work. It's like, I've been implementing for 12 months. I still implement. I still do this every single day. What kind of an entrepreneur are you? Are you a trier? Are you a tester? Are you a maybe? Or are you a fucking doer? That's the difference. It's the difference between me and lots of other people. It's the difference between Mel and a lot of different other people. It's the difference between Brian and Colin and all these people. This is the difference. Is they went, you know what? If I do that, the compound effect, if I do one little thing every single day, over time it's going to work. It's true. It's true. It's true. Compound effect is powerful. So implement something from every single training that you get in here once a week. I'm going to show up every Thursday night. Melissa's going to show up every Thursday night. Brian and Travis are going to show up every Tuesday and Wednesday night. You guys have like, and Balaj on Monday, like you guys have a smorgasbord. Eat it up, test it out. And if it doesn't work, you spit it out and you try something else. That's it. Because something that Brian works for Brian isn't going to work for everybody, but chances are it's going to work for most people. All right. So recap, get your Manychat going, have a 40,000 foot view. What are you doing here? You're creating relationships. You're having transformation. I have people that reach out to me now like 12 months later and they're like, what are you doing? I've been following you for 12 months. And without like, I cringe because I'm like, oh my God, imagine if you would have just like called me 12 months ago. Where would you be today? But they didn't. And that's fine because now they are. But again, money loves speed. This is why you take it and you roll with it. But you create relationships. They see my transformation. They've been watching me for the last year. And I might not have been valuable in the beginning, but people relate to you more in the beginning. You guys have a lot more opportunity for someone to relate to you than I do. Once you actually do get to a certain level, it gets a little bit harder because people see you way up here and they see themselves way down here. And that trajectory is just too far for them. And they go, oh, well, she's good at this because look at, she's got this and she's got this and she's like this and she's good on camera and blah, blah, blah. God, you wouldn't even, Amy in the beginning was like nothing. They don't see that part if they come in later. But right now is when you guys have an opportunity to be relatable to people because you are closer to where they're at, right? So use, and when you're, I'm not going to get into how you sell or anything because I just talked about that on that Go Live that I just did. But the point is people are following you first because they relate to you. They're going to continue following you because you provide value and because you're relatable. They're going to continue to follow you because they see transformation, and they're going to buy from you because they see that you went through and you have a solution. Does that make sense? Say yes if that makes sense. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. That's a long-term plan. Somebody write that down maybe. Can someone write that down for me? First step, they follow you because you're relatable and they see themselves in you. Number two, they're going to continue to follow you because you're going to create value, which is what we teach you to do. Then they're going to continue to follow you because they're going to be inspired by your transformation, but they're not going to buy from you until they see that you've found a solution. That's the picture. So you think this happens overnight? This doesn't happen overnight. And if you actually really do care about people, you'll be more invested in sorting your shit out for other people than sorting your shit out for yourself. The shit that keeps you awake in bed at night, that you can't sleep over, your petty stuff, find something that means more than that, which is usually somebody else. Who can you help? Who needs you to sort your shit out? More than just you laying in bed and feeling sorry for yourself and trying to figure out those minuscule little problems. Make your purpose bigger than the stupid stuff that you worry about in bed. Then you get somewhere. Damn, that's a new video for my content tomorrow. And that is how it works. right? It's inspiring. We inspire each other. That's how we move forward. We take content from other people and then we create our own. It's called inspiration. We're not reinventing the wheel here. We're just taking little bits and pieces of stuff that speak to us. Because if it speaks to you, then it's because it has a purpose for you in your life. We regurgitate it and we share it and we go forward. So lots of yeses. Do you guys have any questions? Chelsea, that's a 5-second rule from Mel Robbins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Is it? I have that book. I've never read it. It was just kind of boring for me. I'll try and get into it again. And this is the thing too, like I jump into, it's like toddlers. When you say no, they really want to do it. And then if you say yes, they won't do it. Makes perfect sense. Maybe that's where I got that from. I don't think I would like the actual book. Yeah, maybe I should listen to an audible. Mel, I think you've told me that before. The book it just was boring for me. I'm reading a new book right now called, have you guys heard of, I'm sure you guys have, You're a Badass.
Mm-hmm.
At what?
With money.
Yeah, that's the one I'm reading. But what's the other one? It's You're a Badass at.
And I don't know. Oh, I have it somewhere.
Yeah, it's like
You're a Badass and Don't Forget It or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, I'm reading another one called You're a Badass at Making Money. And it's really good. I really like it. I actually got into it. Like I literally one of those people that sometimes it takes me like starting 5 books until one bites. So if you're having a hard time getting into books, it's not because you just suck at reading. It's not the right book. So
the Badass books, Shauna, they're really good in Audible too. Like she reads them herself and you kind of just get her personality comes out more and you can understand her language comes out really good.
Perfect.
Her stories are way more funny when you can hear them versus when you just read them.
Thanks, Mal. I appreciate that. I'm going to definitely go check those out. It's great when you get into something you already know and live by the rule without even knowing it. Perfect. Maybe that's why I can't get into it because I was like, I already know that. I don't know. I don't like to say I already know this. That's not right. But I listened to the audiobook of Second Rule. She narrates it herself. So good. Okay. Perfect. So I'm getting the Audible. See, I learned too. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Okay. So does anybody have any more questions? I'm going to stop recording this because I feel like we'll just do Q&A. So peace and love to everybody that's watched up to this point. Mwah! Implement. Tell me what you loved.